All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. They run forward, Breida.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This is Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. Right back to him on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
180. 53, Mike. Check. Double right.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 53. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check 9. Hey, motion.
Here's Stafford. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Lady. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let him know.
Stafford on first down. Letting one go deep for the ends. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Hey, Delta. Hey, home. 10.
Allen. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Matt Breida out of the backfield. And now it's 3rd down.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Bravo. Undercut. Mark 55.
Allen now from the gun, he'll throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Easy, easy. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
53. Go, go, go. 53 is the mic. 53, check 53. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. He's checking it.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DK Metcalf. His first NFL reception goes for 6. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On first down at Stafford. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Going to give this time to the tailback, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now a handoff here to his running back. Calais Campbell on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
46-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mostert. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Once again, they run with Green on first down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Shrugs him off. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
32. Hey, 50. Hey.
53 is the mic. Get ready.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Regular. Hey, turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. 22 Jet Bomber. Alert. Check 13.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Monday.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it now. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go, let's go.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got you. I got you. 53's the Mike.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Stafford now to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
That's good for Patriots.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Set. Hurry. Blue 60.
Number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go. Let's bring it.
Alert.
Let's bring it.
Hey.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. Here we
Stafford. He finds Coleman. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey.
Now Stafford. Completes it to Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. Not by the little curl there against zone, but the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Motion, check. Omaha, ready, move.
Let's go. Here we got Mike.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come on. 53.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. On 2nd and inches, Allen, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
X3, 218, stop.
On 1st down, Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. John Ross. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Back to throw, Stafford. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Well, that'll get them the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And, who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
You go take.
To the air again, Stafford. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Throwing on second down. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on third and long. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Five wide.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man open, it's Ross. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
56.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Pass 85.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Tight dog. Mike 55. Hey, eat. On the ball. Mike 5.
So the shotgun snap to Allen, eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's just flat out a terrific play because it's rare that you see a hitch route batted down. That means someone read that one really well and was right on the spot when the ball got to the receiver.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Alpha. You think you won't get this? Jack! Mike 55.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 55. You.
Hey, check. Alert! Watch 55.
Watch the screen.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Throwing again. Stafford. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go.
From the gun, Stafford. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Allen now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check. Alert. Know your job. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Allen to throw again. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
56.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike, 53. Now watch run.
Big 20.
To throw again. Stafford. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Go.
Mike 55. Hey.
Allen going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Stay 50.
53 is the line.
Hey. Sit on.
After the interception, here's Stafford. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mixon with a first down carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
32.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point try good by Gano. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Allen now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. This is Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At their 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run again with Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Breida, 51 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So Allen's going to look to throw. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. that's nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Mixon running right. And some room to work. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Half 10. Hey, Delta.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing